Hey guys, how's it going? I was recently asked to do a video on which knives I carry the most. I'm not going to spend too much time on all these because it'd be a really long video if I went into detail on each one. Yeah, I'll just show you guys real quick on which ones I seem to carry the most these days. Oh, I got one more actually. This one I carry every single day. This guy right here. So let's go over them real quick. So the first one is an SRM. This guy here, this is a 7010 model number. Great little beater knife. Stainless steel. The blade is like 3CR or 5CR. It's really junk steel, but it's a good beater. And it's on washers. And this knife is like, it's butter. Yeah, I don't know what it is about this knife, but I always seem to throw this in my pocket just to fidget with. Even though it's not drop shutty, it's just so freaking smooth. Like literally buttery smooth. So that's one knife. Again, this is the SRM 7010. Next up, this is a newer knife for me. This is the Fox Edge Atrax. This aluminum handles, blade steel. I think it's 8CR. I believe. Actually, I think it says on here. Yeah, it does. It's 8CR 13 MOV. So, I mean, not the greatest steel ever. However, it's just a beater knife. Multiple. Oh, that was horrendous. Multiple deployment options. You can reverse flick it low. You can go high. Front flipper on here. Regular flipper on here. Thumb flip. Like, you can do them all with this. It's a great looking knife too. I have really grown to really enjoy this knife. Fits in my hand perfect. There's no hot spots. Yeah, just a great little knife here. That thing was only like $30 or something. It was super cheap. Next up is the Tucson TS85. This is probably my favorite Tucson. I love this one. This is a great knife. It's in D2, which kind of sucks, but this knife never came in a different option on steel, or I would have definitely picked it up. This knife does have a cousin, the TS84 Orca, which is my grill knife. I did see one for sale a little bit ago that had Hawaiian Koa or Hoa, whatever it's called, scales. It looked freaking awesome. It's on EDC Roundtable. It's still there, but it's sold, but you can still see a picture of it. Super cool knife. So here's this one. Next up, the Ferrum Forge Prolix. This knife, I don't know if you guys can hear that action or hear that. It has the best ting out of any knife I have. The ting on this is fantastic. The action is great. You can reverse flick it extremely easy. Thumb with the, yeah, that's kind of difficult. Yeah, I can kind of do it, I guess. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, kind of. But this knife, great for everyday EDC. That Warney blade really makes it easy for utility cuts, packages, cardboard, whatever. Great knife. The steel on this, bloody heck. Nitro V. Nitro V on steel on this. Next up is a, bloody heck. 6-leaf SL11. I carry this knife mainly because the action is fantastic. The D10's great. I love the very neutral shape. Very neutral. Great ergos. Feels great in the hand. Very simple knife. My one gripe is the micarta is too damn smooth. It's very, very smooth. On the chamfered parts, it has that nice rough texture. But on the flats, it's like glass. It's too smooth, but it's still a good knife. This guy is in D2 as well. So, if I'm not mistaken, this is a rattlesnake design. So, Pretty cool knife. Oh, this guy was, I think it was like $80 for this. So actually, this guy here, the 85, was $40. This guy is like 80 to 90. This guy was 35. Next up is the Tucson TS16. This knife has a very authoritative smack when you open it. I don't know how well this is going to translate in the video, but it really has a great smack. Oh, I haven't fucked this in quite a while, actually. Kind of stiff. And the cool thing about this knife too, it has internal stop pin. And for some reason, like when you hold your hand on certain positions on here and cover up these like cracks, you can get different sound thuds when you open it. It's kind of cool. You can get like a, here, I'll see, I don't know how else it's gonna translate, but if you hold your hand way down here, you get like a thud, like a doom, like that. Can you hear it? I don't know if I really don't know if this sound's gonna go through, but it has a very interesting sound. This guy's in D2. It should have been in 14C28N, but the place I got it from didn't realize that the manufacturer changed the steel on them. So yeah, it's in D2. So yeah, I'm hoping to get a 14C in this sometime soon. I love this knife. Again, very simple design. No crazy angles or anything like that. Very simple design. Very good knife. Next up is a newer knife that I got. This is the Tucson 334. Really cool knife. Has that awesome spear point. I mean, check out that swedge on there, man. It's so good. It's a great looking knife. The micarta is just how it should be. A little bit rough. It's kind of like a... It's not... It looks like burlap micarta, but it's not. I shouldn't say that. It might be. It kind of feels like it, but yeah, the micarta, it feels great. It's nice feeling micarta. It has a little bit of texture, which you like, not super smooth. This one is in 14C28N, so that's pretty cool. Next up is this guy here. This is the second. Actually, this knife I've had for the second longest out of any knife that I have. This is the Spyderco Ethnic Bowie designed by Ed Schempp. Really cool knife. Has a very interesting angle on here. When you hold it in your hand and get this grip on it like this with your thumb here, very nice. Like super nice. When I first got it, I really didn't like this hump. You really don't see that on any kind of knives. Very unique. But when you're choked up like this, and you put your finger here, it's a very comfortable knife. You can even choke up on it and jam this wedge into your thumb here, and it's super, like, that's an awesome grip. It might seem like it might feel weird, but yeah, a very strong grip. Really cool knife. And the last one is a knife that I've had since I was 6 years old. My dad bought this for me as a birthday present, and I still have it. I still have the sheath. It is a Cutco 1882 model number bullwhip. Super sweet knife. It's a lockback. This knife has been through hell and back, has a little bit of a wobble, like a very minute, like very tiny little blade play. Super cool knife. I sharpened this when I was a kid. I don't know if you guys can see that there, but didn't really know how to sharpen that well as a kid. I think I sharpened this for the first time when I was like 10 years old or so, maybe even earlier than that. I still remember sharpening this on the stone, and my dad teaching me the angles and everything on how to sharpen. So yeah, lots of good memories with this. I have bled out probably 1,000 doves with this knife, dove hunting. This knife has cut a lot of doves' necks off. A lot. Thousands probably. So super cool knife. There's even blood still down in there. That's kind of funny. There's even some feathers too. There's even some dove feathers still. I haven't been dove hunting in like 8 years, so shows how much I clean this thing. But I always carry that on my belt. It's always on me. Yeah, great knife. And that's really all I got, guys. Oh, in a few mentions here. So one would be the sheepdog. I carry this periodically. It's not my absolute favorite knife, but I do really like it a lot. It's great for EDC. Any knife that has a warny or a sheep's foot for EDC is fantastic. It's the best EDC knife, in my opinion, are warnies and sheepfoots. This was one of my favorite knives until I dropped it off my deck. Yeah, this so sucks. I hate looking at this thing. This is the Tucson 314. Dropped it off my deck. So yeah, that kind of sucked. So yeah, that's all I got, guys. I'll do another review pretty soon here, and we'll catch you on the next one.